ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America. America. I'm just kidding. This is just Keegan again. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm sorry about that. To disappoint you, to maybe thinking you're gonna watch some president candidate or president talk over some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, but unfortunately, not so. I couldn't get all my people together to make that happen for you. But I'll try my hardest to get a celebrity or something on here. Just kidding. I don't got many people. Alright, anyways, today I'm going to bring you guys another Kill Confirmed Moab. This time is by Fizzy Devin. And a lot of people are kind of wondering, like, why do I always, like, not have my own gameplay on here? Is it that I can't get my own gameplay, or for whatever reason? Well, I mean, yeah, that's part of it. I mean, I'm by no means an amazing gameplay person. Like, I could compare myself easily to some people that do commentaries, but I just like showing, like, off for my friends, and a lot of these commentaries go on my community channel. So that's why it's, if it's community channel, my clan's channel, then I really want to show off more of our clan as possible. So that's why you'll see a lot of commentaries over some amazing beasts in our clan. But anyways, that's not again what I want to talk about. Normally, never do I talk about Modern Warfare 3, especially now because it's like beating a dead horse. And by beating a dead horse, I mean like right now I'd be like smashing the pulp of a dead horse, because I don't think there's like anything in Modern Warfare 3 we could talk about except maybe if a new map pack release or something like that. And in that case, like, who cares? Map packs suck. Like, there's barely ever any good maps, except for I like Offshore. That's a good map. Okay, I'm getting way off subject here, but anyways, what I want to talk about. So I was just watching the news recently, and there are so many school shootings going on and like shit like that. I mean, you guys probably know about like the Batman, like that movie when Batman was playing, and like you heard about that. You've heard like the Virginia Tech shooting. I mean, all that shit. That is just so crazy. And I think about when you really hear about that stuff, I don't necessarily think about the people shooting and the people that died as much, but the mourning that their family is going through. And this kind of hits close to home for me, because think of that if that was like one of your friends. So maybe some of you know this, but if you just barely watch my channel, probably I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel. But when I was in 8th grade, one of my best friends passed away. His name was David Sempt, and there was an accident. He was riding the school bus home, and a semi 18-wheeler was coming. They were stopping on the highway to let kids off, and a semi came at whatever high speed and hit the bus from behind, and he was sitting in the back seat, and he passed away. Don't need to go into too much detail, obviously, but he was always one of my best friends. There was just like a trio of me, David, and my other friend Caleb, and it just shattered my world. And to think that in 8th grade, when we're getting the prime of like hitting on girls and just having a good time, hanging out with each other, don't even have our driver's license yet. So much life to live for someone like that, and their world just brought to an end like that. And you never could guess something like that. And then to think that this happens to other people, especially like that shooting, how unfortunate that is. And an accident's an accident, that happens. But when someone goes out of their way, then I can come to terms with David dying, because accidents do happen. And we're not going to get into details about how what happened to the driver then of that. He is alive and well now, I'm assuming. But no very many details were given about what was the reason that the accident happened. But to think then that for how sick that morning must be for the people that have a loved one, a brother, a friend, son or daughter that were just shot by somebody that was crazy enough to go and do that, it's mind-boggling. I cannot imagine the immense pain that someone goes through like that. I mean, you're going to die eventually. That's kind of like, big news to everybody. It's something that you don't want to think about, but you kind of are prepared to lose a mother or father one day. But when something just happens like that out of the blue and strikes down your world, I mean, that hits deep, and the scar of that remains forever. So I mean, if I could ask you guys to share with me if something like this ever happened to you, and how did you deal with it? For me, the support that I have from my friends there, my family, was fantastic. And then just his mom ended up becoming like I always refer to her as mom now, and it's through support of the family like that. But if you guys would just be kind enough to tell me like what has happened to your guys, if you don't want to share, that's fine too, I understand. But that's the end of the gameplay, and let's have some decent comments here and not anything ridiculous. So talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Peace.